Carpe Diem, we are seizing the day with Slovenia's Eurovision 2023 act Joker out. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
So good to see you guys. Could you just introduce yourselves to everyone who may not know you?
Okay, so we're Joker Out. We're the Slovenian representatives for this year's Eurovision Song Contest. I'm Chris, the guitarist.
I'm not the bass player.
My name is Bojan. I'm the singer.
Hi, I'm Jure and I'm a drummer. And I'm Jan, the guitar player.
Nice. And it's safe to say you guys are friends in real life away from the band too.
No, we hate each other.
It just so happens that life without the band doesn't exist for us. So
Okay, they are busy.
Yeah.
When did you guys get approached to do Eurovision?
In November, probably. Yes, we were going to apply for the national selection. We were going to participate, and we called the national broadcaster up, and we were like, "Hey, we want to come," and they were like, "Why don't you go directly to Liverpool?" Yeah.
Oh, well, that's incredible. Did you expect them to offer you that?
No,
because internal selection only happened once before in Slovenia, so
it's not a common thing at all.
Yeah, and Bojan, it's interesting because you, of course, co-hosted EMA, did your ZTA Buni, absolutely killed it. Was it at that point you were like, I want to enter the band, in the competition?
I mean, we were constantly talking about should we go to Eurovision and when would be the right moment. Probably the fact that I was on EMA helped, at least in my own head.
That we did second album.
Yeah, but when we finished the second album, we were like, this is the time. So it was...
We seized the moment.
Yeah. Carpe momento.
So there was no question, sometimes, because you're the most played artist in Slovenia, you've got this good reputation, and sometimes acts that are successful say, I don't want to risk going to Eurovision. But for you, it seems there was no worry.
We don't think we're worrying too much about that. Eurovision is just a part of our story. It doesn't matter at the end what the result is. I mean, we're here to represent Slovenia in the best possible way. We're definitely gaining some fans right now. So yeah,
nothing more we could ask for, actually.
Chapter 1 million, the Eurovision.
And in terms of the song, how did you approach it? Did the five of you sit down and choose a topic, or did you have a sound? How did you give birth to Carpe Diem?
Well, you're looking at the place where we gave birth to it.
Right.
It was a shoddy kind of demo with gibberish lyrics in English, which didn't mean nothing. It was just trying to find the vibe for the song. And then we set it up, and then we went to Hamburg to a studio for 12 days where we literally locked ourselves inside. We didn't see, I mean, literally.
Bonded.
We didn't go outside for days on end. We barely saw any sunlight, but we just really had fun and enjoyed the moment. And that's also what the song is about.
Is there one of you who sort of leads the creative charge, or are you all sitting there bouncing back and forth?
Yeah, we always have a moment where the person who has the best spark in the moment is the leader, and then we're just like bouncing off the sparks, and it's really cool.
Nice. And so who of you came up with the idea for Carpe Diem itself, the phrase?
I think that would be me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, was that before we started to conceptualize our music video or after? Because it has a lot to do. Before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because we weren't sure about Carpe Diem as the title because it's not in Slovenian and blah blah blah. But when we realized we can put it as the title of the hotel where the music video takes place, we were like, we have to do that. Yeah.
And the decision to sing in Slovenian, people are loving this. Lots of international fans say it sounds more interesting than hearing the same old English. What was your thinking when you made that decision?
We never thought about anything else, to be honest. We were thinking that we want to represent ourselves in the way that our fans have fallen in love with us here in Slovenia. We are most honest in Slovenian language as artists, as authors. So we think that it gives a lot of color to Eurovision, you know, like hearing languages other than English. So yeah, we're big fans of the diversity that it brings.
And Slovenia, I guess it has sent retro rock before in the past, and even LPS last year there was, you know, a rock vibe. Were you looking to past Slovenian entries, or were you like, we're just doing our own thing, we're blocking out Slovenia past at Eurovision?
I don't think we were focused on Eurovision, like the reputation of Slovenia or Eurovision itself. While we were making the song, we were more like being like we were more trying to actively try to not be focused on Eurovision at all, and just like to
enjoy the music.
Yeah, enjoy the music, and to represent ourselves more than Eurovision, I guess.
Yeah. And I guess outside of Eurovision, who are your musical inspirations? I was reading on our website, people say maybe Franz Ferdinand, maybe the Killers. People were coming up with different theories.
Well, we've heard that about Franz Ferdinand, but I mean, we really like the band, but I guess some other bands would be bigger influences for us. For me and Bojan, it's definitely maybe Arctic Monkeys. I don't know, Oasis is a really big
ABBA.
ABBA.
Beatles.
If we're going to Liverpool, of course.
Yeah.
A lot of British stuff.
And Britney Spears.
No.
Me.
Yeah.
That explains the beautiful lyrics. All right. And for people who don't speak Slovenian, what are you saying in the song, and what message are you getting across?
Well, basically the song tells you that you can look at life from two different perspectives at any given moment, and that is the bright perspective and the not so bright perspective. And it doesn't really take much just to look on the bright perspective. So like, just make the best out of every day, think positive, share love, not war. Yeah, it's just Carpe Diem every day.
And the music video is quite fun. You know, you start in the elevator, you're dancing, you move to like a dance space, you're dancing. Could you tell us about the concept of the video?
Well, the concept was also thought of in this place. Everything happens here. But the core concept is just you enter a mystical hotel where you don't really know what you should expect, what's happening. There's this weird receptor guy,
I mean, the concept really is we enter a hotel that has like two realities. One reality is the one we all see, and the second one is when you like let yourself see beyond. And basically what happens is, on our way to our room, we kind of meet the best possible party or alternative reality of other people, like the dancers and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, it's funny. Each of you seems to have your own sort of dance style. Each of you has your own vibe. Do any of you have any signature dance moves?
Ooh. I think Jan has a, yep. And Jure is quite cool with it. You're gonna have to wait for the after parties for that.
Okay. We will look forward to that.
That's where we do the most dancing.
Yeah.
And you know, in terms of moving this from the music video to the live stage at Eurovision, can you give us any hints? Is there a vibe you want to create?
Yes, a 3-minute Joker out concert.
Okay. So there's going to be energy. This is going to be raw. This is going to be in our face.
It's going to be like, we're going to show you what you can expect if you come to our concert.
Okay. We really liked I don't know how to say it, Messia, the show where you performed live, a showcase of your songs. It was very good energy. And then we Googled, and people said that you're incredible live, that you're live musicians, and that, you know, people won't understand the power of Carpe Diem till we see you live. I guess, what do you think is your secret? Like, why are you so good live?
Because we're best friends.
I don't know. We just let all of the energy out on stage, kind of build it up inside until you get on it.
And because we suck in the studio.
Is it that you feel too confined in the studio or like a prison or something?
No, I mean, we really love it when there's people to share the energy with. It kind of like hypes us up.
Now, when in the band's history was the turning point when you sort of went from being a group of friends singing to feeling like this was becoming something more established, more known?
I would say 2019,
Yes.
when we released a single called Gola. It's translated into naked. Like that song very quickly became like a quite a hit in Slovenia. It was played on all commercial radios and stuff like that.
Suddenly everybody had heard of us or something.
Yeah, and it just like elevated the whole thing. We suddenly had a lot of concerts.
We also had a big concert for our album release planned in like the next year, in the beginning of next year, but then Corona hit and everything was suspended.
So yeah, then we just did 2 concerts because we sold the first one out so quickly.
And people now know the success of Joker Out, but was there a moment early on when, I don't know, you worried or like you were ready to give up?
For me personally, I had a lot of moments where I thought maybe I would just like to go to Erasmus and have a normal college guy life. Just
Yeah, but I mean, before we realized we had started something which could be our career, we just wanted to play some covers and have fun, you know. So and before we realized that we had done something, we were already in it.
Yeah, for too long.
Yeah.
And is there a Joker Out cover that people need to listen to?
Cover.
We'll do it now.
There's a cover coming out soon. Yeah.
Yep.
Ah,
Good question.
okay. And can you tease the song?
Well, why not?
Wait.
Well, you can probably buy them yourself.
Buy them myself. Is it so? It's British. Okay. You've teased. All right. You can probably buy them yourself. We will have a think. I keep thinking of Britney Spears after your comment earlier. I'm waiting for Baby One More Time or something. And someone on our comments, we asked for questions, and someone wants to know, please ask Joker Out, what does their name mean?
It means absolutely nothing. It was one of the bad ideas that we had, and somehow we picked that one.
Okay. Hey, it works. Another question. Ask the guys, what makes them blush?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Blush in which way?
Does it
Blush. Aha.
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably when some fans come and want to hug you or something like that, just for adoring you so much. It's crazy.
You're not used to it.
No, but I mean, we get hugs here and there, but it's not that we're not used to it. It's more that we're every time it happens, it's amazing to feel, I guess. Any other ideas?
Oh shit.
No. When was the last time I blushed?
Yeah.
You do it all the time. You just don't notice it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll think about it.
All right. There'll be opportunities to blush before Liverpool, I'm sure. And another user says, why do they think Slovenia has struggled at Eurovision in recent years?
Ooh, there are probably many factors.
I mean, just look at the past results.
You say,
Yeah.
that's what it
Why? Aha. Okay. What I thought. Why do we think?
No.
Okay. Why did Slovenia struggle?
I mean, I guess that Slovenia is really, really, really small compared to other countries. And from what we've been able to see right now with Sanremo and stuff, I mean, shows like that, the hype for countries that are big is just so huge. Like it eats you up, you know? Like, so I guess the buildup already has a lot of importance here. But I don't know, maybe we just didn't send songs that were appealing to a lot of people.
Maybe we sent some like not mature enough artists in the past couple of years.
This is
So-
not going to age well if we don't qualify.
Yeah.
I
And
think
in
we can-
terms of Eurovision, have each of you followed it in the past? And if so, what's your favorite song or an entry you respected for each of you?
We've done this so many times.
Yeah, we've been following it since 2004.
2004.
It's like the collective date which we remember. But my favorite is ABBA Waterloo.
For me, Roslana, definitely, because it's so nostalgic for me. It's like the first memory of Eurovision I have.
I will go with Maria Šerifović Malitva.
Yeah. I will pick Fairy Tale from Alexander.
Yeah, and Sentimental by Monica Liu.
Oh, nice. And of the five of you, who is sort of the boss? Does one of you have to be like, okay, cut it out, let's go?
That would be Jare, the producer.
No, there's really like no actual bosses here. It's kind of anarchical, but it has a sense of structure and kind of
We always feel in the moment which one of us is kind of, should be listened to. We kind of feel that someone's presence in that moment is like superior, and we choose to listen to that person.
Okay. And
It's hard to explain.
another comment that keeps coming up, we watched your video Demoni. We watched your live show recently. People love your styling. They say, who styles them? Are you guys dressing yourselves, or do you have a team who's picking your outfits?
well, we're not dressing ourselves completely, although we do have a lot to do with the creativity of it all. But we're working with a stylist right now. His name is Damir, or his professional name is Ponoreli, which means kind of crazy or
Madden.
gone mad.
Gone mad.
Gone mad.
So yeah, remember the name.
Yeah,
Ponoreli.
he's really great, and he'll be working with us for the Eurovision as well.
Okay, cool. So we'll get more of that psychedelic shag, fierce fashion.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. And you guys, when Eurovision's done, what do you hope that people will remember about Joker Out?
I guess feeling joyful when watching our performance.
Gosh, your English is so good. It's like usually we have time to wait for the artist to figure out the answer, but you're just like, boom. Boom. It's crazy. Well, cool. Well, look, just a final question for you. Do you have a message for all of your new fans here on Wiwibloggs?
Yes, we love you so much. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for all the support. We are here to make a bang. Yeah, don't forget to seize the day every day.
And we'll see you in Liverpool.
Oh yeah.
Love you.